Hey guys, Jerry from Showtime Audio. Just wanted to give you an update on this beautiful 2023 Range Rover that we're doing a full Escort 360 radar laser defense system. And just wanted to show you a little bit of what goes into putting a radar laser defense system in a vehicle like this. So obviously these cars are very well built. There's a ton of parts, and we just want to show you our process and why obviously it takes so long to install one in a vehicle like this. Actually, to install it properly, right? To install it so that it looks like it came with the vehicle, it's functional, it's serviceable, it's movable to, to another vehicle. So let's walk around. So first off is obviously we do all our crash protection, right? So we do this crash wrap tape, which is the same thing that the dealerships use when they transport the vehicles to keep from scratching it. And then we tape off anywhere where we're going to be removing parts or reinstalling parts. So obviously, if you can see, we crash wrap basically the whole front. So fender, front of the bumper, we tape off the entire grille area because obviously we'll be removing and installing the grille, and the other side of the fender. And then on the inside, so same thing, wherever we'll be working, we tape off the edge so that if we happen to brush up against it, we don't scratch it. We do seat covers on the seats that, obviously we will be working on. Typically, we'd like to do both front seats just as a precaution. We even do a steering wheel cover. Now, a lot of these things are things that not even Land Rover does when you go to get your car serviced. If you ever go to get your car serviced, they may do like some seat covers and some plastic, but typically it's like the plastic throwaway stuff. These are actually like a canvas material, so it really protects the vehicle from tools or scratches or anything, right? So we take the most precaution possible to give you back a vehicle exactly the way you brought it to us. All right, so a lot of times we get asked why it takes so long to install a full radar laser defense system, and we wanted to show you. So especially on a vehicle like this, so this Range Rover is particularly difficult. They're well built, there's a ton of parts, and in order to do it properly, you really have to disassemble quite a bit of the vehicle. There's definitely ways to cheat and snake the wires and kind of just shove them in where where you can get them. But we like to make it look as if it came with the vehicle. So if it ever goes in for service, ever goes anywhere, they can check the vehicle without seeing wires everywhere because they removed the entire panel, right? So we just want to walk you around and show you how much has to come apart on this vehicle to install a full radar laser defense system. So first off, so here's the grille, right? And so we use these are like body shop horses. They're protected, and we use it to hold the bigger pieces while we're working on it. So one of our big things is a lot of shops and a lot of places, they tend to put the pieces on the floor, against the wall, something. But the problem with that is if somebody knocks it over, it slips, the wind blows, whatever, the piece could fall and get damaged. And obviously on a vehicle of this price, or any vehicle actually, we don't want it to get scratched or damaged, right? So as you can see, the whole front grille is removed on this vehicle. The top of the engine shroud here that hides all this. And then just want to show you, so we also, one of the big things we do is we have these racks just to house the parts of the car, again, to keep it from putting it on the floor, even down to these carpeted panels, right? So that's a carpeted panel. You're not going to scratch it, but it could get dirty. You see, this is white. So if it's on the floor, it could get wet, it could get dirty. So everything for the vehicle goes on either one rack, and on this particular vehicle, it's two racks. So we have this entire rack of parts for the Range Rover, and here's a second rack of parts for the Range Rover. So even down to the rear seat, rocker panels, under dash, trunk panels. And let's walk around back here. So see, what's up, Hondo?
What's up, guys?
So even the rear wing of this vehicle has to come off. So we actually have to remove the rear wing, which is not an easy task. And that's to get the best possible GPS signal, because in this vehicle, it has a special windshield which blocks GPS reception. So in order to give the client the best possible GPS reception, we go through the extra step of putting the GPS antenna back here in the wing, which is a pain, but it definitely makes it so that the system works as its highest capability. Another piece, obviously, we have to remove is this big trim piece. So there's the wing, there's actually the wing right there. And this trim piece is actually this right here. So again, just wanted to, give you a quick rundown and actually show you what goes into. A lot of times we show the time-lapse video and you see the, super fast YouTube mode, and you see, but most of the time we don't show what it actually takes to disassemble, reassemble, manage all the parts, make sure that all the clips and all the fasteners go back where they belong. So we take a lot of time and pride in, we bag and tag everything. Basically, like if we do remove a clip or a screw or a bolt, we put it in a little plastic bag and we label it and it goes with the part. So that this way there's no extra screws. We're never missing screws and we don't have extra screws, right? So if you have a bag of extra screws, that's a bad day. So ideally, we want the car to leave better than it came in, right? So, and better than it came in doesn't mean it's missing parts, right? So better than it came in means we upgraded it. We solved an issue for the client, and now the car is obviously much better than even a brand new 23 Range Rover.